Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on this morning. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things. Okay. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you so much. All of my old subscribers, new subscribers, future subscribers. I send you great love and gratitude, right? For coming to support the channel. Okay. Make sure you hit your notifications. If you find yourself unsubscribed, please subscribe again. Okay. I always say that this is the Real Grown Folks channel. We agree to disagree and push on. Okay. I wanted to talk about this morning a story that I ran up on. Y'all know I've been doing my little thing on OJ Simpson because I I was a really big fan of OJ. Okay, but in the meantime, I'm always looking at other stuff, and I ran up on the story, and I thought that it was extremely interesting about a teacher in Texas was arrested for recruiting her teenage students to do prosty, I can't say the whole word on here, but prosty for her son. Okay, I want to go to show you some things on that. Okay, it says her son is a pimp, a PIMP. It says a Houston police arrested a former teacher along with her son on charges of trafficking a child for indecent purposes. Grisby is accused of recruiting 3 teenage students to work as prosties for her pimp son. The 3 students she recruited, ages 15, 16, and 17, were reported as runaways. She is charged with 3 counts of prosty and sex trafficking. She was released on a $750,000 bond. As a condition of her bond, she is barred from contacting the 3 students or having unsupervised interactions with minors. Her son, Roger McGee, is still in jail without bond. Grisby reportedly recruited troubled juveniles from the local high school by offering them a place to stay in a hotel. The prosecutor presented text messages between a student and McGee discussing payments for prosty. Y'all know what I mean when I say prosty services via Zelle. Grisby paid for the motel room where the services allegedly occurred, according to Harris County Sheriff's Office trafficking unit. More teens have come forward after news of Grisby's arrest. They told police she also recruited them while they were students at a high school that she taught. Y'all, this is sick on a whole nother level. Hey, but we've been seeing more and more where teachers, male and female, white, black, all of that, have been having a lot of inappropriate relationships with children, right?
We have ever had to
Here is
deal with in
the
my history
activist
as an
in Texas,
activist.
in Houston.
We're talking about a teacher, a trusted servant teacher on a high school campus recruiting prostitutes from her students to work for her son as their pimp. This teacher, Miss Grisby, was allowed to remain on this campus after it was brought to the school administrator's attention that this was taking place in February of 23. This was brought to their attention. But these same administrators, instead of thoroughly investigating the complaint, they retaliated against the teacher who brought it to their attention. When I spoke.
Now, let me just say this. When you see things of this nature happens, they retaliate against someone who is bringing it to their attention. It makes me believe that the administrators and the police was involved. They did nothing more than likely, because we know how Houston police get down. Okay. They did nothing until it went public, and they was probably forced at that point to bring charges against her, because we already know. I was reading how, okay, we'll keep going.
spoke with the district the other day. I said, how could you not know or tell the parents about all of this? They swore for God that they did not know. They swore for God that they had no information about this until law enforcement called them and say, we're going to arrest Miss Grisby today. Well, I say to Klein, Kane administrators, you a damn lie. We got the proof. Where's the dog? Open it up. Open it up. Let me show these lying snakes here at this school. And we want all the parents to see this. Here's a complaint back in February 23, a sworn statement by the teacher that named Miss Grisby, that named what law enforcement brought to her attention. Law enforcement went to her house about her daughter, who was one of the victims, and she came the next day and informed the school of what was happening in detail in the statement about the prostitution ring, who's the teacher that was involved, and the young man's name that was involved. And the school district took a statement in the office with the principal and the district representative. And now you lying snakes want to tell the public that you had no idea about Miss Grisby. Oh no, that's a lie. We got it right here. We got text messages where she's texting back and forth with school administrators talking about what she brought to their attention. But yet they did nothing. The principal should be terminated. And I would say to the police chief, why they never brought it to your attention? It was brought to their attention. We got the documents. It was brought to their attention in detail in February of 23. Why they didn't do a duty, brother, to speak to U.S. police chief? You should do your job now and start indicting these officials at this school for failure to notify. Amen. They didn't notify law enforcement, and they did not notify the parents. And as parents, they had a right to know that their children were a part of a prostitution ring. And you left the teacher after the report was given, after the case number with Harris County Sheriff's Department was given. You left that teacher on this campus to a few days ago. She was allowed to remain for a few days ago. This don't pass the smell test. All of y'all should be fired.
Well, they always say the chicken's gonna come home to roost. So back in November of 2022, Roger, which is the son of Ms. Grisby, was arrested. Okay, this information was brought to the district by this former teacher back on February 21st, 2023. Okay, so when this teacher brought it to Miss Nicole Patton, Shayna Jobert,
go ahead,
and Robert Cabal,
call the names,
was who she spoke to on that campus on February 21st, 2023. Carrie Evel, ELVE, is one who took the statement on February 21st, 2023. Miss Davis is who came to the campus and called the principal as well as this former teacher in to either for her to demand to resign or to be terminated because she blew the whistle on Miss Grisby because her daughter was involved. This same parent reached out to me, this parent/teacher reached out to me back in 2023 because when her daughter was caught in the hotel back in 2022, the daughter had charges on her. And so she ended up getting legal counsel. So then when she got the legal counsel, then her daughter was no longer in trouble. They found out that the daughter was the victim. Okay? So when we go from there, we got emails in reference to after the whistle was blown, then we got retaliation. Back in February 24th, 2023, that was sent. Okay, so this email was sent to Carrie, ELVELV, which is with Klein ISD.
Name the date.
On February 24th, 2023 at 11:05 a.m. talking about new concerns. Okay, then it was brought with that response was that they were unable to meet with this teacher when she was trying to state the concerns and also provided evidence about what was going on.
But remember, February 23rd is when she reported. She reported on February 23rd to district officials. And on February 24th, they were talking about having a meeting with her. You understand? A secondary meeting. So I just cannot wait since the district officials are here. Y'all are here, right? Are y'all here? Mm-hmm. Or Cat got your tongue now. So I can't wait for you all to come on up here and tell us what you've been telling to the public that you did not know about this.
But wait a minute. But then it was another email that was sent on February 21st, which was the very first email. February 21st, 2023 at 5:23 p.m. by the former teacher, where it states evidence of allegations. The former teacher provided evidence of the text messages that this young man, who is now locked up in Harris County, that was sending to her directly, threatening her. So this was also sent to Miss Carrie Elvie on February 21st, 2023.
So also the lady's son started, when the teacher blew the whistle, the administration, so I guess they was buying some of the little girls, because I'm reading that this lady was the cosmetology teacher at the school. And so not only did the administration start threatening to fire the lady who blew the whistle, the lady's son, who was the PIMP, started calling the lady, threatening her.
And this teacher asked to be remained anonymous.
We're going to step out of the way now and let the district respond. Excuse us.
Yeah, let us get over here.
I like them.
Are y'all coming?
We want y'all to talk.
Y'all not coming? But wait a minute. Didn't you and I talk? Didn't we talk? Didn't you tell me you all didn't know nothing about this?
They got their security behind them.
You told me that, sir.
He probably did.
No. You told me, sir, that you all knew nothing about this. I demand you apologize to the parents, because you all did know. You told me a lie, and you told the media a lie, that you didn't know anything about this. How could you embarrass the district and embarrass parents with a lie like that? And you left a pimp. You left a sex trafficking pimp of a teacher on campus from February 23rd to April 24th in 2024. That's a long time. No, man, y'all got the answer for this. The lies must come to an end now.
Right now.
So we'll take questions from y'all, since the cat got their tongue. They don't want to talk all of a sudden now.
What would you like to hear from the district as far as, I know that, Quanell, you said that you guys want accountability here, right?
They need to wipe the administration clean. Fire the principal and every district official and representative who knew about this and did not notify the parents and did not pull that teacher off campus. For them to have that sensitive information, police reports, sworn statements, they left that teacher on campus when details was given about her involvement and what she was doing. I want to see them all fired. And then I want to see those who should be charged with failure to report, charged with failure to report. But that is a state law.
And you said this former teacher who reported this to not only the sheriff's office, but to the district, she at the time wanted to remain anonymous, but she did bring it to the district's attention.
Yes.
What was going on.
And they talked to Miss Grisby. Sure did. And they had the nerve to tell that woman who reported it. And then her son tried to retaliate against the teacher who blew the whistle. And that's when she made the terroristic threat report and had the text messages of Miss Grisby's son threatening her. Show it again. Show it again. This is the threatening text messages after the district blew her cover to Miss Grisby, and she told her son, "Man, look here, Chief. I'm sorry, Chief. Man, what the hell is going on over here, brother? This sounds like something from Barney Fife. This is crazy."
What if the district says they have to do, I guess, a thorough investigation, or maybe, I don't know.
Well, sir, guess what, though? You don't have to ask me. He's right next to you. She's right there. Why don't you ask them? They do speak English. Ask them. There's the police chief for the district. Ask him. Did you know, sir? Did you know, chief? Did you know about all of this? Oh no, all of a sudden nobody got nothing to say now. Well, brother, start putting handcuffs on these people for failure to report because it embarrasses your office for that to be going on campus and detailed information given, and you all not even conducting independent investigation based on the allegations of students being prostituted. Nah, man.
And not even so much as that. Not even so much as that. Even when you get any form of allegations in general, period, that teacher was supposed to be removed from this campus on administrative leave, pending an investigation. That's just like when you're dealing with children in CPS. When you get a call on an allegation, they'll tell you in a minute to remove the child from the home in order to conduct the investigation.
Now, why do you all think that they were not? That they threatened the teacher, they retaliated against the teacher. So the Klein ISD school district released the original statement in response to the arrest. It says, "Dear Klein Kane families, we are writing to inform you of a situation the Harris County Sheriff's Office notified us of, which we have immediately addressed. Law enforcement notified us that cosmetology teacher Kedria Grigsby was taken into custody for felony charges of sex trafficking and compelling prostitution. As soon as we were notified of this information, the district took immediate action." Now they're lying because a teacher had already notified them of the situation, and they retaliated against us, even having a PIMP son of the teacher to call and threaten the teacher that had notified them of what was going on. As soon as we were notified of this information, the district took immediate action, apprehended, and immediately placed Ms. Grigsby on administrative leave. Administrative leave means that she's still being paid. That's more than likely, okay? She wasn't fired. She's on a paid leave pending investigation, normally. Grigsby Klein ISD has no intentions of allowing this individual back to Klein Kane or any Klein ISD school, and we will report to all appropriate agencies at the conclusion of the investigation. Let us be clear, any behavior harming children is deplorable, and we will always fully cooperate with our many law enforcement partners to ensure anyone engaging in such acts is brought to justice. Parents, please speak to your children about this matter. And if you have any information to share, please report it to Klein ISD Police at the phone numbers listed below. We understand that this news is unsettling. Rest assured, we are committed to dealing with the situation transparently. Our utmost priority is the safety of our students. Well, why they didn't do anything when, people started coming forward? Why wouldn't they do anything?
That teacher should not still have had access to children with these type of level of allegations.
They left a wolf in a chicken's coop. That's what they did. It's unbelievable. In my years of activism, 3 decades, I ain't never seen nothing like this. These people knew.
Who's protecting the kids?
These people knew. And they did nothing. And then had the nerve to come and lie to the public. We had no idea until the sheriff notified us and they were going to arrest her. That's a lie. It's a lie. We got the documents to prove it. We got the emails back and forth with district officials and the teacher. Man, this is criminal. It's a shame. Next question.
What exactly is in there? How many people?
Oh, we're going to let you take pictures of all of it. When you get back to the newsroom, y'all can go through it.
Just describe though. What yeah,
Go ahead,
Okay, so what we have the exchange between the former teacher and the district, who was basically blowing the whistle on what was actually going on. Then we have information with the text messages from the person that is in Harris County who was trafficking those children, as far as what retaliating against the former school teacher. So we have emails between the district officials and this former teacher. So it's not like that they did not know, because they did. And this is what this evidence showed, that this information was already known about.
How did this, I guess, end with the former teacher after she filed the complaint and she reported
They told her to either resign
Or be terminated.
They told her to either resign or be terminated.
And she's working now in another district.
She's in another district now.
Was she fired from the district?
She resigned.
She resigned. She did the ultimatum that they gave her. Either you resign or
Unreal.
Or you'll be terminated.
Unreal.
So the teacher that actually brought it to their attention, they gave her an ultimatum: either you resign or you leave this school, because she brought it to the attention of the administrators. Didn't go outside, didn't go to the police, went to the appropriate protocols and chain of command to let it be known about what this teacher was doing, and they gave her an ultimatum: either resign or be sent to another school.
Somebody tell us a little bit about how the allegations against the teacher, like what exactly her role was. We know her son was trafficking. What about her? Like, what role did she play in this?
Well, the mama / teacher, Miss Grisby, was the recruiter, and she was a saleswoman. Wow. She was a part of the promotional team to make her son appear like he could make a ship sail on dry land to young immature girls.
Runaways.
And she tricked them, manipulated them, and then put them in contact with her son to be pimped and prostituted. Man. So she was the liaison, the promoter. She was the facilitator.
And put them in motels and stuff.
Man, this is crazy. This is unreal.
They had a tight operation.
She getting motel rooms for students.
Runaways.
So they could, oh man, this is crazy.
And Dr. Mazza, you said this is your district.
Yeah, I feel some kind of way about it, because this is my district. My children attend school in this district, okay? And I really feel some type of way about it, because at the end of the day, our children all deserve a right to be in a school district where they are safe and where they are protected. And Absolutely. As a parent, we deserve the right to know if we have some sleazeballs that's in the school district, we need to know about it. Right. And we need to know, so we know how we need to move with our children and how we need to move forward. You know, because this human trafficking stuff is real. We've seen this in real life and in real time. I own a foster adoption agency. I have human trafficking victims in my agency. I go around this state dealing with human trafficking. This is nothing that's a joke. This is serious. And for them not to take this seriously, this is a step level higher than a child being bullied. We're talking about children being trafficked, $1 billion business. We supposed to know about this.
Absolutely.
We are in the hub of human trafficking right here. I know damn well I got a teenage daughter. I will have a hissy fit. My daughter was in the doggone ring, baby. I've been putting my finger in this ground and told it to turn this whole thing upside down. I don't think so. My tax dollars pay here. I'm supposed to know.
Do we know?
I pay high taxes too.
Does she have a bond? Like, what's her current status right now? You know, like.
Well, we heard that she was in court this morning. What her bond is and conditions of bond, I'm not sure about that.
How is that former teacher and her daughter doing, since she was one of the victims? Have they been...
The former teacher, she feels vindicated at this point right now, but the daughter is still going through some emotional issues right now. But she's also seeking legal counsel, because she was retaliated against for being a whistleblower, and she got an open closed case, if you ask me.
But what's so painful, she reported this in February of 23.
Long time.
Gave them details.
My details.
And they left that wolf
in here
on campus, continuing to be a teacher until April of 2024. You can't fathom the level of incompetence, ignorance, and negligence by district officials. It's beyond belief to some degree. But we got the documents to prove it.
Well, you know, this is what happens when you try to cover stuff up. You know what I mean? See, you have to shine the light like on a roach in the kitchen. You got to shine that light on it. And that's what has happened.
What's y'all's final message to school officials and to district officials? Would you like to say them?
We've already said what we want from district officials. But
now, y'all, this don't make any sense. Shout out to the activists that are actively, because you think about Texas, which is around those borders and stuff. And hey, it's rough. They especially they're people that come over that border, young ladies and young men that cannot speak English. They are definitely easy targets, especially when they're illegal. And it's easier to snatch up children from the United States and take them over that border, right? And you never see your children again. So she's Texas is one of the hubs, but Tennessee is one of the hubs too. I was getting ready to say Memphis, but it has gotten extremely bad in Nashville also, because probably about last year sometime, um and they're getting women, more and more women. That's why I say I don't know what's going on with women. They've become very sick. Women are supposed to be definitely nurturers, especially of children, motherly. I'm very motherly as it relates to even young adults, you know, and nurturing. But like a young girl about 16 years old. They came from Nashville, and another, she was with an older young lady, like in her like 30, wanting to hang out, I guess, and be grown. They came from Nashville to Memphis. By the time they got to Memphis, they was with three other men. Um, and she goes into Walmart. Let me see if I can find that. She goes into Walmart. Um, let me see if I can find that. Um, if I can find that article. Here it is, right here. Was that in 20? '21? Walmart worker calls out customers, lies about trafficking. I think it was. I thought it was in Memphis, but they're saying, is it was it West Memphis? And it could have been 2021. It's okay. It says a 17-year-old girl asked for help at Arkansas Walmart, leading to arrest of 4 people who have been indicted with trafficking and RAPE charges. Um, It says 4 people have been indicted on charges related to trafficking a girl from Phoenix. Okay, this is another situation. West Memphis is right over the bridge, like 5 minutes away. That's West Memphis, Arkansas. Um, but this young lady came from Nashville. Suspect charging. Okay. I can't find it. Man accused of trafficking 16-year-old girl. Okay. Because they're saying in West Memphis, this was in 2021, it was in a parking lot. But they're saying this girl, they brought her from Phoenix and she asked for help in the West Memphis. See, I don't know what's going on at Walmart, but hey, at one while in South Haven, Mississippi, they was going into Walmart. They had to lock the doors in the back because folks was walking in, just snatching kids and trying to run out the back door with them. It was very bad in South Haven, Walmart. Okay, it was very bad. So, but I don't see it, but it happened at a Whitehaven Walmart where the young lady was brought from Nashville, and she was a female white, and she was with a female black, like 30 years old. And she thought she was just hanging out, being grown. They came from Nashville, which is 3 hours away to Memphis. And at some point, they was with 3 other men, like in their late 20s and 30s to mid 30s. And she realized that they was trying to traffic her. So when they go into the Walmart, she went into the restroom at the Walmart and called the police, and the police surrounded them to let them know, I think I've been kidnapped. I think they're trying to do something. They must have told her at some point what was going to happen. And as soon as she got the opportunity, they stopped at the Walmart. She went and told them she had to use the restroom, and she called the police. They surrounded their ass and arrested them. And they probably should have took them out too, because y'all know stuff like that make me mad. But this is absolutely crazy. It makes me think that the administration was a part of this. Also, were they getting young girls? Were they paying for young girls? Because you retaliate against the teacher because she calls attention to this and allow this woman's son, who is the PIMP, to start calling the teacher who blew the whistle to threaten her. If I was that teacher, they gave her a choice. You either leave this school, this is the teacher that blew the whistle. You either leave this school or be fired. So, of course, they knew. Now they're trying to play innocent. So I agree with the activists. That whole administration needs to be fired. Y'all, this stuff is going on. It's so many people that is getting involved in doing this to our children. It's happening all over YouTube. A lot of predators have set up on YouTube. You have to be careful about when you see a lot of parents now are so sick. They are being involved in doing this with their children, letting them wear what do they call it, scantily, if I'm saying that right, clothing and all of that, working with these people, putting them on older men, trying to make it legal for old rusty crusted men to marry children. When I was heavily involved in bringing awareness to this, and this was some time back, I completely got drained, right? It can be so drained. I completely got drained. And if you notice, I have not been even talking about it lately because I did it for so long. It drained me doing it for years. Every single day I got drained. Okay. But back then, and they still do, they have gotten more organized now. They had human trafficking rings, and a child, a female white child that was about 5 or 6 years old, these sickos like virgins. If you could get a child like that, snatch up a child like that and give it to one of these millionaires, a child like that is normally sold to another country. And hey, back then, they would give you $250,000 if you could snatch somebody's little baby. Take them underground, get them out of town. It's organized. They have government working with them, get them over to another country, to some of these sick freaks that are billionaires that like children, right? I'm sure if it was $250,000 back then, it's about $1 million now, right? Our children are not. They figured out that it is much easier to snatch up a child of color, because our children are not going to get the coverage in the media. And what's so hurtful is you got a bunch of these nappy neck, cuckabug head niggas that's helping to destroy our children and our community, working with these people, which is the reason why I say, if you're supposed to be a man, everybody, want to go against each other in our community. How come they ain't taking these Negroes out to be missing? The real men that ain't with that, they ought to be coming together. And no other black man, no man of any race. I'm going to tell y'all what happened. And I'm going to get off of here, because y'all know when I start getting into this stuff, I get really mad. There was, and my cousin who was going through something was almost a victim. Again, at the Whitehaven Walmart. They went there one night, my cousins, and it was this white guy, an Asian woman, and they had a young black girl with them and a black boy. They was the Whitehaven area is predominantly black. They was at the Walmart. This guy was talking about he was a preacher. He was taking people to his church and baptizing them. Well, at that time, my cousin Tiffany was going through something. So my cousin, they talked to her. They was like, well, we'll go, come and go to our church. It's right up the street in South Haven. We'll baptize you, this and that. They was in the black neighborhood trying to trick people. That was a part of a organ harvesting ring. Well, later they ended up putting it on the news, y'all. So my cousin Mika, that was with her sister said, we're not going to them folks' church this late. No, we ain't going. Tiffany would have went. So I said all that to say this. It is something. They had a black girl and a black boy escorting them into the black community. They ain't even supposed to feel comfortable to come to the black community, to be looking at doing nothing like that. They're part of a bigger situation. If they're tricking people so that they can take them out and take their organs, it's a part of a bigger situation, right? So I said that to say this: ain't nobody even got no business feeling comfortable, especially to come into the hood without being worried about being taken up out of here to do that. But they get Black people to work with them, to help to escort them into our community to commit all of these atrocities against us. And that's why I say those are the people that's supposed to be dealt with. These Negroes ain't supposed to be participating in no rings to help to snatch up children. Ain't no white person gonna feel comfortable enough to come up into the hood to snatch up kids. So they pay these damn cuckabug head niggas that's supposed to be protecting their community, their women and their children, to help to be predators. And there's supposed to be some repercussions against that, but it ain't. Okay? So that's the reason why I always stand behind strong African-American men or whoever that comes in with a roar, right? That's going to call out the stuff and that's truly going to protect the women and the children and educate the Black men who are also prey. Because we already know that there are ORGANS, right? It's preferred. It ain't no coincidence that, you know, this war is launched against Black men. But the sad part about it is when you can get people of their own community to participate in the genocide. Okay, so I'm glad these folks is calling it out. I stand with them, okay, and each and every time something going on, because when these girls go missing down there, I see that man standing. See, I feel like somebody like Coat Figure, who I have a lot of respect for. Hey, that's the reasons why I stand behind Coat Figure. I stand behind him. I think the Coat Figure he's a strong. I know leaders when I see them. I'm very attracted to African-American men that I know are leaders and take a stance, and they're not wimpy. They don't switch up. They don't, you know, they take a stance as it relates to helping to lead and guide our people and call out the mess. Now, I know Coat Figure is down there in Houston, right? And listening to that man, he kind of sort of, you know, with his stance and how strong he is, he kind of reminds me of why I've always supported Coat Figure, right? Coat Figure is one of the leaders that is on YouTube, and I always tell people, go over there and support Coat Figure. Go over there and like, share, and subscribe, because he be teaching some real stuff. Right? You don't hear Coat Figure being disrespectful as it relates to our women and children. Coat Figure be kicking that knowledge, and I love that. Okay, I love that. But I'm happy to see these people standing, taking a stance. And even though that lady is Black, we can't be giving people a pass who is destroying our community just because they Black. She got to have her Black ASS in jail, okay, with her damn PIMP son ruining Black girls, okay? And the administration too, who was probably buying them. All right. But anyways, you guys, I just wanted to talk about that story. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.